It's as if it's going to mirror MicroStrategy, which would be, this is the left shoulder, here's the head. Can we create a right shoulder above this 100-week moving average that goes through here? This is looking a bit strange. It's not the right chart, is it? That's better. Yeah, well, same deal, but here's my two scenarios. But yes, above the 100-week moving average through this region 388, if we can clear that, then you start making the right shoulder up here, like MicroStrategy is. Or the second scenario is we find resistance somewhere in here up to about 87, then we come back down, drift lower, come back to the 10 EMA, 76,000. And that's really my level. I want to wait for a weekly close through that 10 EMA here at 76. And each week, this continues to roll higher, which is really pleasing. The support that it's giving us is continuing to move higher. But that's kind of my area where I either buy on top of it or I manage risk beneath it. Then sort of the Stalingrad is 73,000, 74,000. We get a close through this horizontal. Yeah, we're going to the 200. We're exploring down here. Crucial area for Bitcoin as well. Flipping that RSI on the weekly, 49.50. Want to stay above that for continued upside. But there could be a bit of a squeeze brewing here up into these regions. We're holding above 80. If we can continue to hold above 80, it continues to tell me that we're heading towards that mid-80s region and maybe roll higher. So, yep, some interesting thoughts there. Just this slow grind just tells me that the demand is just picking up. Every dip is being bought so far. And you can just see that dip, buy, dip, buy, dip, buy, dip. What's going to happen here? Can you see we're riding this 10 EMA on the daily all the way up, and now we're squeezing. We are pinching between the 200-day, which is a consequential moving average, and the 10. Bitcoin can go on to happy days. Okay, Dash. So daily time sense. In fact, let's start with the weekly. This was I generally, guys, I look at the USD chart and then I cross-reference with the Bitcoin chart, and I sort of form a thesis around both. I want to see strength, particularly on the Bitcoin chart. But if the USD chart is clearing some levels and the Bitcoin chart is looking like it might clear some levels, that's giving me that double vision where I go, okay, things are looking really strong here. But if one's looking crap and the other one's looking better, a little bit more risky. Now, Dash Tether, like Joey said, a great close with this weekly here. I'm watching this trend line here. This might be a bit arbitrary, but I think it's actually quite meaningful. Wick, 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 and then break down through there in the 200. Wick, wick. I don't know if I want to own Dash right now until it's safely above, this trend line. I think for me, that's it. I'm a big believer in horizontals, but this here is a pretty good trend line that I think is, important to monitor. This break here, a lot of volume coming through, great. So this should see continuation, but I'm just a bit wary of that so far. Interesting movement there as well on the RSI above 50. That's great. Now, daily, you get a little bit more information here. This is a flip of this peak over here. We tried to run up above this trend line here. Now, this is a great area to buy, I think, on the daily time frame. We've come back to the moving average on the RSI. We are flirting with the 200-day and the 10 EMA. This is a great area to buy with a stop loss just under here. I'd say 45 is probably a good spot. You are really looking for this to rip, 50% up to 70, if not higher. That is a really good play, risk reward at, in a dollar sense. Now, if we are to pair that up with the BTC chart, I love this because the USD chart and the Bitcoin chart are almost in concert. We've got a very clear. Now, SUI. I've had a love-hate relationship with SUI for quite a while. It made me a ton of money back in this movement here. Ever since then, I've been harking for the good old days. I know a lot of you have as well. I think SUI's got a lot going for it in terms of a layer one, but it has a penchant for these types of aggressive up moves, and then just get dumped. Slowly but surely, whoever has all these wallets and has a lot of SUI, it just gets dumped. That said, this is a really nice looking volume spike, really beautiful spike into the 200, into horizontal support. I don't want to buy that. And this is what I meant today in the workshop when I said I don't like SUI here. The impulse here is after a really good Zcash trade of, it was a 30, 40, 50%, was you just want to jump back in again and go for a new trade. And in a way, I've done that, but I've been very patient. I haven't gone straight in. I need to wait for the opportunity, which I think is there, but I want a good value entry. But SUI here, I don't like this. It didn't clear the 200. It ran into overhead horizontal resistance, massive volume spike, and it was good. However, we're seeing a lot of tippy top in the short term sense, sort of movements here. So how I look at this, and I have buyers structured from Bitcoin. Hi guys, thanks for watching this short clip of my Monday market update. The full version covers 20, 30 minutes, however long it goes. I look at the entire market, what I'm seeing, opportunities for investors, and that drops every single Monday to your email and also into the Discord. If that is something you want, as well as Altcoin Bible, Talking Crypto, Thinking Rich, bi-weeklies, workshops, which we run every single month for all our mastermind investors, make sure to click the link below and have a quick chat with Elliot to see if you're right for the mastermind level, and then we can level up and you can have Joe and I on the call with you every week.